Hello everyone. Harry and Meghan's Twitter reactions to Harry and Meghan in the Hamptons. Waves of public opinion are turning on the latest antics of these two traitors. Since then, I've discovered more information in more released photographs. I know you've seen it, but in case you haven't, Meghan has her claws into someone. Oh my goodness. Don't worry, I have all the information, but I'm just saying, look at this photo. Who is this person she has her claws buried into? Would you be shocked to learn that this guy is quite wealthy? No, that would not surprise me either. Also, who is snapping the picture? Is this one of her people? Must have been, right? She must have suggested, take a photo with this lady so we can appear to be friends. Okay, let me tell you about her new affluent friend, who is going to be marked. This is Jamie Kern-Lima. She founded, have you heard of, I'm not sure if it's named IT or IT Cosmetics, but I'm guessing IT Cosmetics, which was finally sold to L'Oreal for an estimated, what was it? It's approximately $1, 2 billion. When you Google her net worth, you never know how accurate the results are. However, if it is anything close to what it claims, it lists her for $460 million. Now, this is insane. About to be marked. Claws are in. I'd like to know how these folks knew each other and why Meghan had to beg to seat next to this lady. Is Jamie attempting to flee Meghan while Meghan attempts to dig her claws in? What's happening? I want to know every information about this. I'm sort of obsessed, but there's something else that has absolutely captured my interest. Again, my initial thought is, who is capturing this photo? Everyone else in this room interests me, but Meghan does not. I'd want to hear about everyone else's stories. I don't care about myself. Why are we getting a photograph of Meghan? It had to have been one of her people, right? She must have had an assistant or some unfortunate soul point this camera and say, click, click, click. So, what happens next? Can she use it to blackmail people? I do not know, but I don't care who you are. This position seems strange to me. I wouldn't do this if I was seated next to, say, the twins. I might make a joke with them about it, but after a while, it's like, get your hands off. If it's Jay, I'm still saying, get your hands off me. Why are you scratching at me? What's this? I apologize. It is not natural. If you love someone, set them free. But if you're a human, set them free. This is ridiculous. Anyone notice anything here? Because I sure do. All right, what the hell is going on with her top? If I can be frank for a moment, this top is about 4 sizes too large, but that's okay. Then gaze next to her arm and use your imagination. I mean, holy crap, the similar event occurred in Nigeria. Remember how she wore that gapping garment with her cash and awards visible inside? So, or lack thereof. It's especially funny coming from Deal or No Deal. But yes, so think about that when she summons her next victim here. I just thought this photo strange. It's floating around. I did not know if you had seen it. Twitter is, or was, whatever. X is going insane over this. I suppose it was posted by this Jamie. Again, I do not use Instagram, so I don't care. But, hey, good luck being Markle. If you want someone to spend all of your money, you've found the proper individual. So this was submitted by Meghan, the Duchess of Pitstains. It states that there is no bronzer around wealthy white women. #Mexi, you're a complete user and hypocrite. I thought that was also fascinating. I talked about it in my video. It appears like the spray tan and bronzer were forgotten on this one. I'm convinced that was sheer coincidence with no other explanation. I kept reminding Meghan that there is always a reason. So here we have it. She's in the Hamptons now, yet she was in Nigeria just a few weeks ago. Notice anything? I certainly do. And because I understand how the lemon rats function, I'm just going to show you the complete, unedited. Well, on my end, I'm not sure if Meghan modified anything, but the full unedited photographs that I found this from. You may locate them on the internet. Here's a photo of Meghan in the Hamptons in July. Here's one of Meghan from Nigeria. What was that in May? So fascinating, right? So, not to overemphasize the topic, here's my thumbnail. The only thing I did was flip the image to the left side to provide more space for the text. Notice how I kind of covered the lady's face. It claims that in Nigeria, bronzer was applied in May. I did nothing else with the photos. These are merely images that you can find online. Now, the one on the right is a lighter image, but you can see her. She hasn't bronzed up. And may I ask, did she lighten her hair as well? She's wearing those enormous dumb sunglasses, so you can't see her brows. I would love to know. You know what? Let's go back to the claw picture and see if we can notice the brows. I'd love to know how much she darkened her brows. I am guessing not for this event. Besides, I placed the image of her scratching the lady next to this one. And look at that. In this photo, they appear to be less blackened, and her hair appears lighter as well. Interesting, right? Because she is in the Hamptons. Yes, I believe so too. So, Aussie Chick shared this. In fact, Meghan does not look at anything online. She's clapping back on social media, taking different stands. The Lemon Rats claim that she is a caring and kind friend, and that there is nothing nefarious about this. And, according to Royally Sage, Rachel was really upset that we mocked her possessive control claw and had her buddy handle it. Like Catherine, we live rent-free in her head. So, yeah, I think it's quite amusing. Thank you, Meg, for being such a caring and supportive friend. Oh, this is from... See, I didn't even read it first. I have no idea where this came from. Like, enjoy being Markle. If this is actually from the very wealthy lady she's being clawed at, maybe, I don't know. Read the news, do some research, and figure out who's clawing at you. But, well, if you don't care, just enjoy being Markle. Now, I enjoy shouting out Lean Meme Machine. I've got to give her a big shout out for this. Unpublished photo, Sati, frequent flyer, and toe jam. Meghan's head grew in size with the addition of her feet and whatever else she adds to her jam. Well done, Lean Meme Machine. And let me just say that I'm extremely proud of you. I mean, I've been a long-time fan of Lean Meme Machine. While I'm not a huge Gwyneth Paltrow fan, you can find more information on my Patreon page. Things like this are helping me to become one. So this was again presented on the item that perplexes me. And by that, I mean Instagram. Yeah, it appears that it was an invitation-only gathering. And guess who was not invited? I will give you a hint. She is probably breaking plates over it. She's like, damn it, I didn't remove enough bronzer. So, it appears that Gwyneth is hosting a secret, invite-only event. I suppose it is her go-to spot in the Hamptons. And, Meghan was not included. Whose fault is it? Is she going to blame Harry for this? I do not know. Anyway, Her Royal Highness Princess Chelsea has posted this. Do you know why the Meghan friend received an emergency phone call? She was heading to the event. Meghan hoped to acquire entry to the goop table. Unfortunately, such an event did not result in an automatic invitation to Gwyneth's party. Delphinia also got a snapshot with Gwynnie, not Snarkle Von Bunions. Thank you, HRH Princess Chelsea, for breaking this down. Yeah, Nacho's other half can't stand them either. I did get an invitation to this. So can you picture Meghan's rage at not being included? And how wonderful this will be. She can't be furious because I never say the lady's name correctly as Delphinia, Nacho's wife, because she's really all Meghan has left. But I'm sure she's upset. This was also posted by Goo Good Boy Goo. I bet it smells fantastic. And they took a photo of Gwyneth holding her candle. You know what the original candle says? Leave it there. Well, they changed it to this, and it smells like you were not invited. I love it. I think that's fantastic and funny. And it's even hilarious knowing Meghan will see it because she's on social media, and it will irritate her a lot. Okay, let's discuss this according to Taz because many of you have questioned me about it. There's a new book out on Catherine, and at first, I thought, sure, I adore Catherine. I'd love to discuss it. I will not be discussing it. And I think Taz does an excellent job of explaining even if she will not be discussing or reading this book. Alright, Robert Jobson. He wrote the book, Our King. But, yes, this is why he's been playing both sides, doing the Where's Kate thing, and using Catherine to cash in. And I guess we couldn't agree more. I've seen it all with Omid by his side, and that's all I need to know. So I think I'm good with him, so I will not cover it either. If you read it, please let me know. I mean, I enjoy hearing about Catherine, but seeing things like this makes me think, yes, I don't believe anything this guy says. I don't believe he has an inside track, especially if he's hanging out with Omid. Okay, this was posted by Lubug Windsor, who basically said the same thing. It's poorly written, unconfirmed hearsay, and yeah, it's quite bad. They're exposing Catherine's fragile position. They use phrases like, William dumped Catherine over a 30-minute phone call. Even if that's the fact, given where we've ended up, why do we need to, or should we put that out there? I understand it's to sell books, but you know what? It truly grosses me out. So I'm completely fine skipping this one. It's too bad because I adore Catherine. Please let me know if you know of a decent book about Catherine, about someone who loves and supports her in the same way that we do. I'm ready to read it, but this isn't it. To be honest, Catherine makes affordable clothes look expensive, while Meghan makes expensive clothes look cheap. Clearly, Meghan doesn't understand her body shape and height. She appears to wear clothes that are totally wrong for her, whereas Catherine dresses to her body shape and looks amazing. The cost of the clothes really doesn't matter. Meghan has worn innumerable fabrics in her clothing choices that have appeared full of unsightly wrinkles. That is a common issue with her appearance. Also, I wonder why these hard-working, successful people allow Harry and Meghan to grift free rides and accommodation from them. I truly don't understand why. It would piss me off if people I didn't know and who are known lazy grifters tried to bum a free ride with me. Pay your own way. Is she with William Morris Endeavour? Maybe she was doing a favor for Harry. He's so desperate to try and make something of Meghan. Okay, it seems her clothing is oversized because she can't tailor it. It is a loan, and she has to give it back after the event. Meghan's grifting as usual. I wonder if the company has given her 3 sizes too big on purpose, Markle being Markle. Some people with money don't care for Meg's conspicuous consumption. People with money, particularly those with inherited wealth, find their spending behavior and behavior overall repugnant. Some like a bargain. All do not care about having their privacy invaded. She can't be trusted to muck a stall or clean a hoof. She lives and behaves like she believes rich people live. No second-hand clothing or day-old bread for her. Of course, she wasn't wearing a name tag. She seemed to go against the grain, especially when she was in the royal family. She, in her deluded mind, thinks everyone knows of me, I'm so wonderful, and do so much to make the world a better place. Yeah, right. More like what you can do for yourself. She is such a fraud inside and out. Very disappointed in this book coming out. Princess Catherine is still working on her wellness and deserves her privacy. Will not spend a penny on someone trying to make money at such an inappropriate time. Especially so it's dawning on me that the entire reason for Meghan creating ARO is to get herself invited to events like this, to get access to the A-list actors turned entrepreneurs. She contributes nothing to these events, but it does place her in the same circle as Gwyneth, Cameron, and Reese. She's so desperate for acceptance that she has created nothing but shows up as if she's an entrepreneur. On the other hand, there is an explanation for Meghan never looking at SM. According to Neil Sean, Meghan has 6 mobile SM accounts that she constantly checks and gets very upset and furious over negative opinions of her. If she spent less time on SM and trying to insinuate herself with the famous and wealthy movers and shakers, and more time on trying to develop her own business ideas, she might have a chance to achieve something. Laziness, envy, greed, and spite are one heck of a toxic mix in one personality. I think she's a psychopath since she's always mirroring emotions, but you can tell she doesn't actually feel like that. And she's not paying attention to other people when they're talking about serious things or anything. Any psychologists, please let me know what you think. I'm not one. I'm just interested. Honestly, if you look closely, notice how Jamie is staring straight ahead, her body tense, while Meghan has her hand on her arm. Also, everyone else in the room has an ID badge on show, as they were invited to the event, while Meghan doesn't have an ID badge, as she just gatecrashed this event like so many before. She's desperate to be connected in any way to the truly rich in America and grabs hold of anyone around her who is what she aspires to be, as if she's making them her property, and so under her control at all times. In almost every photo Jamie had taken, she was happy and smiling, until Meghan interposed herself to make it look like she was old friends with the richest and most influential women there. You just have to compare the Meghan photos with the ones where she appears and check out the people's body language. They go from relaxed and happy until Meghan appears, and suddenly it's all stiff shoulders, rigid smiles, and trying to get away from the Meghan arm around my bestie, posing she so loves to indulge in. I won't even mention the pale skin to blend in with the rich, white women there. No sudden darkening of her skin to show how African she is here. Oh, no, not around the rich, white women who could endorse her brand and make the money status she so desperately craves so she can become a billionaire herself. Ditch hair loss, Harry, and then go on the presidential campaign trail. Don't forget, she stated she wants to become not only a billionaire, but also the President of the United States, all while still keeping her Duchess of Sussex title too. Yes, thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. We always try every day to bring the best and most attractive content to the audience. Please support us for a long time. Any feelings or contributions, please comment below. I always appreciate all your feelings. Now goodbye and see you again.